PYX 106.
It's 1-800-LAW-1010, 1-800-LAW-1010.com.
Attorney Paul Harding on the phone. Good morning, Paul.
Good morning, guys.
Everyone's talking about it, especially when it came out last week, but we all saw the footage of the New York NYPD choking out the 400-pound man outside of an establishment.
Yeah.
So Paul did a little digging for us. What did he do, Paul?
Well, I'll tell you what I watched the video for the first time this morning. I just hadn't had an opportunity to watch it, and boy, that video looks like the New York State, New York City police officers are in trouble.
Right.
They did a lot of things wrong. They used a chokehold that was, in fact, something they couldn't use, that type of chokehold, since 1993. And the video just shows that the guy's down. He just keeps saying, I can't breathe, and it's clear as day. And then, of course, when he passes out, they wait 7 minutes before any CPR. Nobody wanted to touch the guy, and then he died.
Well, they're over him. The EMTs standing over him, not doing anything. One of the EMTs is in trouble too, I think.
Yeah, I think they are. You look at this and you realize, what the police go through every day. They have such a difficult job, and especially in that situation. And so, I think generally your sympathies kind of go to these guys often because they just get thrown into a situation. But this didn't appear to be that at all. I think when you look at the video, it's not what maybe you envision in your mind, that this was this crazy panic situation and this guy was fighting.
No, I think the entire country probably looks at this and says, this is ridiculous. This shouldn't have happened.
See, I'm just confused because when I read it, it's first the guy was breaking up a fight. The big guy who's dead now was breaking up a fight.
Right.
And that's how the police got involved initially. And then what I'm reading is after he died, they said, he was selling untaxed cigarettes.
So what?
And my point was, regardless of what he did, the way they handled it was illegal, right, Paul?
And they've called it a homicide now.
It's been ruled a homicide. The police officer who administered the chokehold, my best guess is that in the next several weeks here, that there's going to be a grand jury indictment for some type of criminal negligent homicide. And then, of course, there's going to be the civil rights case, which could tack on some additional time. And, of course, the civil case against the New York New York City police. It will be a several $1 million
But Paul,
claim.
the whole thing here is that you don't often see the police, copping to this grand of a problem like homicide. And what will this guy go to jail? Could the cop go to jail? Like a normal citizen would go to jail for the rest of their life for killing somebody.
Yeah. Again, he's put in a situation. They viewed that they had to be arrested, and he's trying to make a lawful arrest. I do believe here the police will, at least the one administering the chokehold, will do jail time. And I don't really know what's going to happen. Obviously, there's lots of facts that will come out, and there'll be a lot of scrutiny. But I'd be surprised with the amount of public outcry from the entire community that you've got people demanding justice. And I really think that this officer just blew it. And when he was listening to the guy plead for his life, he just didn't loosen up that hold, even though he had all kinds of support. There were no weapons.
How is this different? How is this at all different, though? Because it is different, and they will get a lighter sentence. But it's not any different than Cantera going out and strangling somebody for whatever reason, a ridiculous reason.
Yeah, except, Paul, does the city or the union try to settle with a lot of money that I wouldn't be able to settle with?
You're thinking like a baseball guy there.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, that part's going to be, there's going to be a civil case in addition to the criminal case, but the two of them usually operate independently, meaning that the civil case, the case for money damages, that's going to be a separate cause of action altogether. The criminal charges brought by the district attorney or the federal prosecutors on the civil rights side. No, it's a little different than if Quinn went out and did it, because the police officer had made that decision, and will decide whether that was a good or bad decision, but at least to subdue this guy, to arrest him because they think he was doing criminal activity, if in fact a disorderly conduct, whatever was happening there. So, no, he was engaged. They made the decision to do something. So it's different than Quinn going out and just wrestling some guy and choking him.
Oh, now it's me. All of a sudden.
Now it's me. Started throwing names around.
Yeah, that's probably.
Yes, typecasting. So, but so it is a little bit different in terms of the engagement. But beyond the engagement, they sit in the same shoes, and that's why I believe that the police officer here will be certainly be prosecuted for it, and then we'll see what happens.
All right.
This sucks that this is going to be a major story throughout the country when it goes to trial, because cops do a lot of great things for us.
Sure.
That's it.
I know we never talk about that. We only talk about when they choke out
Well,
these big guys.
we always give accolades when they're due.
right.
You know, when they're heroes. And
Okay.
this guy jumped up on this guy and choked the hell out of him till he died.
You see the video on the Quinn and Cantera Facebook page. Get there through PYX106.com. Paul Harding from Martin Harding and Mazzotti, 1-800-LAW-1010 and 1-800-LAW-1010.com. Thanks so much, Paul.
Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
See you, buddy.
Log on, listen loud, classic rock, and Quinn and Cantera at iHeartRadio.com.